County Sheriff Carmine Marcino and the men and women of the Lee County Sheriff's Office. Good afternoon and welcome to our Do the Right Thing Awards ceremony for the month of October. My name is John McGraw, the director of the Do the Right Thing for the Lee County Sheriff's Office, and I'm happy that you're with us today to honor these students, and also you're watching at home on television and hopefully enjoying what you hear, these wonderful young people and the great things that they've done. As we start this afternoon, we're going to begin with the Pledge of Allegiance, and leading us in the pledge is Gianna Harp and Reese Wise. So let's stand as Gianna and Reese will lead us in the pledge. Here you go. Put your hand on your heart. Here we go.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all.
Tell the people, please be seated.
Please be seated.
Thank you very much. You all be seated too. Thank you. Gianna and Reese, great job. Thank you very much today. A special word of thanks also for our school board of Lee County for allowing us to have this wonderful celebration in our school board chambers. Our school board of Lee County, of course, the chairperson is Kathleen O'Daniel Morgan. Pamela Riviere is the vice chairman, Mary Fisher, Melissa Giovanelli, Chris Patrica, Stephen Toiber, and Dr. Jane Kuckel. A round of applause for our school board of Lee County. We thank them for their support of the Do the Right Thing Youth Recognition Program, and we also appreciate the support of our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Gregory Atkins. A round of applause for Dr. Atkins. Representing our school board today is Vice Chairperson Pamela Riviere. A round of applause for Pamela Riviere. Thank you. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Moms, dads, nanas, aunts, uncles, administrators from schools, teachers from schools, thank you so much for the part that you play in our students' lives. Your child would not be here today if it wasn't for you, if it wasn't for the impact you have on the way you raise your child and the values that you instill in your child. So I have to say thank you. You are worthy of honor just as much as your child is. And guys, I'm so excited because I can't wait to hear your stories. I am amazed, constantly amazed at the initiative that our students take, the caring that you have for other people in your schools and people in your neighborhoods. So I just want to thank you for always taking time to think, to be considerate of what your actions should be, and looking for what you can do to promote the good in the people around you. So thank you, and I am looking forward to hearing their stories.
Thank you very much, Vice Chairman. Thank you. Children, you're going to be receiving letters today from different political leaders that represent us in Washington and also in Tallahassee. But we do have a special guest from Congressman Rooney's office. A round of applause for Melanie Hernandez. She has a few words she wants to share with you from Congressman Rooney. Melanie, thank you.
Good afternoon, guys. The Congressman sends his deep regrets that he was not able to be here today in person and congratulate each and every one of you. But my warmest congratulations on being a recipient of the Do the Right Thing Award. You have all shown acts of courage, kindness, and honesty. And on behalf of the Congressman in our office, we're all very proud of you. Congratulations to you, your parents, and the school principals. Thank you.
Melanie, thank you very much. Behind the scenes helping us today, we have voice volunteers, and they help the Lee County Sheriffs throughout the county. We have Jim Collier with us today, Mary Gary, Pat Sear, we have Linda Walker, Aga Mioski, and we just appreciate the fact that they're so dedicated and helpful in so many ways. A round of applause for our voice volunteers behind the scenes. Miriam Dotson is helping us today, and also Lieutenant Donnie Fuel. Representing our Sheriff, Carmine Marcino, today is Sergeant Daryl Abxel. Sergeant Abxel.
Thank you, John. I'm here on behalf of Sheriff Carmine Marcino. Obviously, the sheriff couldn't be here today. He can't be everywhere. It's a big county. But I got to tell you, these young men and women here behind me, let's face it, as adults, we know that to do the right thing is not always easy. How do you know when you're faced with a decision which one's the right one? More often, it's the harder choice, isn't it? Means you have to go the extra mile, do the extra thing, do something a little bit extra above and beyond. And that's what these awesome young people have chosen to do. They've made the conscious choice to do the right thing, and we are very proud of them, and Sheriff Marcino is very proud of all of you.
Sergeant, thank you very much. Thank you. Also, Michael Calpert is here from the Sheriff's Office. Michael, thank you for your support and being with us. Appreciate it. Starting then this afternoon, I would ask that two people to come together to receive their award. And guess what? They led us in the Pledge of Allegiance today. If Reese Wise and Gianna Harp would please come forward. A round of applause for Gianna and Reese. Reese Weiss resides in North Fort Myers. Gianna Harp resides in Cape Coral. Both are second-grade students at Hancock Creek Elementary School. Their principal is Dr. Cynthia Phillips-Luster. Their school resource officer is Deputy Rachel Bauer-Fithian. And if family and friends would come forward, and teachers and principal and school resource officer, if the resource officer is here, then we'll share their story. Do you want to be up there with them today? Yeah. And school board member Pamela Rivera is going to be with us helping present trophies today too. She'll be in the picture. Here's the story. Hancock Creek Elementary School bookkeeper Carmen Ocasio wrote that Reese and Gianna found $50 on the grounds of the campus. And they knew what to do when they found this. They turned it into the school office. Both girls knew that was the right thing to do, and neither of them ever considered keeping it, even though, Reese and Gianna, that's a lot of money. But you did the right thing. Their actions reflect honesty and integrity. Thank you, Reese and Gianna, for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Stephen McAnally, a round of applause for Stephen McAnally, please. Stephen, come on down. A round of applause for Stephen McAnally. I knew he was here. Stephen McAnally of Cape Coral is a 5th grade student at Hancock Creek Elementary School. If family and friends would come forward at this time, we will share Stephen's story. Thank you, you're so kind. And I forgot to mention Don Ing is here from the school as well. Thank you, Don. Hancock Creek Elementary School pre-EK ESE paraprofessional Dee Bell wrote in the nomination letter that Stephen helps Miss Bell take care of 7 ESE students every morning as they get off the bus. These students are 3 and 4 years of age. Usually Miss Bell does this by herself, but Stephen saw the need. he saw the opportunity to help, and he stepped up his game. He even takes one or two of the children and walks them all the way to the pre-K classroom. Miss Bell cannot say enough good things about Stephen and feels he deserves to be recognized for his service. And Stephen, we agree. Thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. We're going to honor two students at this time, Kevin Baten Sarat and Briana Flores. A round of applause for Kevin and Briana. Come on down. Kevin Baten Sarat and Briana Flores reside in Fort Myers. They are fourth grade students at Bayshore Elementary School. Their principal is Ben Osman. Their school resource officer is Deputy Andrew Erschlager. If family and friends principal would come forward, and teachers, we will share with you Kevin and Briana's story. Bayshore Elementary School, fourth grade teacher Stephanie Hurld wrote that Kevin and Briana exemplify what it means to do the right thing. Each day they help their teachers and they help their peers. They have been a tremendous help in communicating and translating for some of the class's monolingual students who just arrived from another country. Kevin himself has only been in the United States for a few years, and a bond between the two boys is evident as Kevin helps his new friend navigate a new school and language. Kevin is a true inspiration to do the right thing. Briana has been particularly helpful to another new student. She's taken it upon herself to take him under her wing and help translate math and science lessons. With her help and her kindness, he has flourished and does not feel lost in class. I am so proud of Kevin and Briana. They are truly a blessing. Kevin and Briana, thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Jonathan Mamaseda Sokora. Jonathan, I don't think you're here. Jonathan, are you here? I have a note that you're not. Nina Avias Ortega. Nina, a round of applause for Nina Avias Ortega, please. Nina Avias Ortega of Lehigh Acres is a fourth grade student at Sunshine Elementary School. Her principal is Sherry Gibson. Her school resource officer is Corporal Aaron Eubanks. If family and friends would come forward at this time, I will share Nina's story. Sunshine Elementary School fourth grade teacher Lori O'Hare wrote that, I've been very impressed by Nina's behavior and attitude right since the start of the school year. Not only does she present an excellent example of active learning, one of our school's goals, but she also actively helps her classmates. Repeatedly, I have seen Nina go out of her way to help other students, from helping them clean up to assisting them when they were having problems on the computer. Nina, are you available when I have problems on the computer? I sure could use some help. She does this quietly and matter-of-factly, not looking for attention, but simply helping others because it's the right thing to do. Nina is an excellent role model to the class, and for that we say, Nina, thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Peter Sherd, a round of applause for Peter Sherd, please. Peter Sherd of Lehigh Acres is a 5th grade student at Sunshine Elementary School. If family and friends would come forward at this time, I will share Peter's story. Sunshine Elementary School 5th grade teacher Jennifer Gaines wrote that Peter is in a class where students face challenges daily. Peter recently took a mathematics test that he didn't think he would be successful at. He, in fact, made sure to tell his teacher, who was giving the test, that he had his doubts that day. Peter worked on the test, doing his best. He completed it and turned it in. And at that point, he notified the teacher. He said, "Teacher," and the teacher had been seated in front of him the entire time. He said, "Teacher, on the last page of the test is the answer sheet you left in there." But Peter was so honest, and he showed integrity that day, because he did not go back and check his answers or replace his answers because he had the correct answers on the answer sheet, but he was honest and he didn't do that. Peter, your actions reflect honesty and integrity. Thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. We're going to honor 2 students together at this time, Cipriano Pucastro and Vivian Ruiz Palacios. A round of applause for Cipriano and Vivian, please. Cipriano Pucastro and Vivian Ruiz Palacios reside in Fort Myers and are 5th grade students in the same class at Manatee Elementary School. Their principal is Dr. Scott LeMaster. Their school resource officer is Deputy Charles Wharf. If family and friends would come forward, principal and school resource officer and teachers, I will share their story. Manatee Elementary School teacher Kayla Flores wrote that Cipriano and Vivian go above and beyond supporting their monolingual classmates. They assist their classmates in class by making sure they have their dictionary and are following along with the lesson. In particular, Cipriano has also taken his student that he works with under his wing at recess and has comforted him as he has adjusted to our school. In particular, Vivian has encouraged the student that she helps to make friends and has welcomed him to our school with open arms. Both are excellent role models. And for that we say, Cipriano and Vivian, thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Abxel Vargas, a round of applause for Abxel Vargas, please. Abxel Vargas of Lehigh Acres is a fourth grade student at Manatee Elementary School. If family and friends would come forward this time, the teacher and principal, I will share Abxel's story. Manatee Elementary School teacher Maxwell J. McElligott wrote that during recess, Abxel made a very mature choice to step into a situation where another student was being bullied. The student who was being bullied got to the point of crying very hard, and that is when Abxel stepped in and made the student feel like he was worth it. And for this, Abxel should get the Do the Right Thing Award for his heroism and caring and helping when there's disputes between peers. And that we say, Abxel, thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Jehu Suarez, a round of applause for Jehu Suarez, please. Jehu Suarez of Fort Myers is a fourth grade student at Manatee Elementary School. If family and friends and principal would come forward at this time, I will share Jehu's story. Manatee Elementary School teacher Rachel Oswald wrote that Jehu has all of the qualities that make him a perfect role model for his peers. He takes initiative and goes above and beyond to help not only his fellow classmates, but any person in the school. He works incredibly hard and does not give up, even in the midst of challenges. He is polite, he is kind, he is funny. He continues to make positive choices and is more than deserving of this award. And Jehu, we agree. Thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Alicia Pierre Manazra, a round of applause for Alicia, please. Alicia Pierre Manazra of Lehigh Acres is a fourth grade student at Manatee Elementary School. If family and friends would come forward at this time, I will share Alicia's story. Mom, we're waiting for you. Manatee Elementary School teacher Carrie Schneider wrote that this student befriended another classmate who was always left out during partner groupings at school. The student in particular was sitting in the corner very sad. Alicia went to the sad student and decided to spend time with her, to work with her. She put a smile on the student's face and made a positive influence on her. For the rest of the day, that student in question had a pep in her step. She felt loved and she was happy. And for that, we say, Alicia, Pierre, and Azra, thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Owen Whitaker Kurtz, a round of applause for Owen Whitaker Kurtz, please. You want me to hold that? I'll hold it for a second. Wow, wow. Owen Whitaker Kurtz of Fort Myers is a 5th grade student at Heights Elementary School. Owen's principal is Principal Douglas Palau. His school resource officer is Deputy Louise Teeter. If family and friends would come forward, principal and school resource officer, I will share Owen's story. Heights Elementary School school resource officer, Deputy Louise Teeter, wrote that, I observed a student collecting miscellaneous hygiene items from his fellow classmates. These items varied from soap to shampoo, toothbrushes, and toothpaste, etc. When I questioned Owen as to why he was collecting these items, he advised me that he collected these items in order to make homeless bags. Look at this, homeless bags. Wow. Oh, and this weighs a ton. But the deputy had never heard about homeless bags. I've never heard about homeless bags, so the deputy proceeded. When I asked Owen what it meant, Owen explained that donations came from classmates and anyone willing to donate. And then he composes the bags containing these materials and hands them out to those less fortunate. Owen also hands the bags out to friends and family to carry in their vehicle in case they run into a homeless person on the streets. Owen's dedication to help others in need and his kind heart are the reasons I believe that he should receive the Do the Right Thing award. Owen, we agree. Thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Owen, tell the people at home on television, what's in this bag?
Soap, water, food, and shoes and socks.
Wow, that's a lot of stuff. And how many of these bags have you given out to date? Tell the people watching at home on television.
Today, none, but in all, 30.
Okay, to date, yeah, you've given out 30 of these bags. Wonderful, Owen. And how many do you want to give out? 1 million or 2 million?
Not even close to that.
Louder. How many do you want to give out?
How many?
10,000?
200.
Wow, 200. And that's going to be 200 people that are truly touched by your concern and your love. So thank you. If we want to help, how do we get the stuff to you? Tell the people watching on television. How can we help you? It's a commercial for you.
By just donating stuff and giving it to me.
Okay, tell the people how they can do that. Do you have a website?
No.
Send it to Heights.
Send it to Heights Elementary.
Okay, so if we have stuff to donate, we'll send it to Heights Elementary. Owen, thank you. Give this to a deserving person. That's very nice. Thank you. Round of applause for Owen Whitaker. Wow. Gabriela Diaz. Gabriela Diaz, are you here? Round of applause for Gabriela, please. Gabriela Diaz of North Fort Myers is a second grade student at Tropic Isles Elementary School. Her principal is Elaine Adams. Her school resource officer is Deputy Joshua Mead. If family and friends would come forward at this time, teachers and principal, I'll share Gabriela's story. Tropic Isles Elementary School School Resource Officer Deputy Joshua Mead wrote that Gabriela became aware of a serious safety concern. She tried to handle it herself, and she told the person that she was scared and to stop what he was doing. The student said back to her, "You're not my boss," and he ignored Gabriela. But she was courageous and brave, and she knew that someone could have gotten her hurt if this issue was not addressed. Gabriela did the right thing and told a responsible adult about what had happened. Others in authority were notified, and the safety concern was addressed immediately, and the potential for someone to get hurt was eliminated. Great job, Gabriela. You're brave and you're courageous. Your actions, again, reflect courage, caring about the safety of others, and maturity beyond your years. And for that we say, Gabriela, thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Jalen Abbott, a round of applause for Jalen Abbott, please. Jalen Abbott of North Fort Myers is a first grade student at Tropic Isles Elementary School. If family and friends would come forward at this time, I will share Jalen's story. Tropic Isles Elementary School School Resource Officer, Deputy Joshua Mead, wrote that Jalen is a very responsible, she's a very helpful, and she's a very caring student. When she became aware that something very valuable was missing in the classroom and that the teacher was looking for it, she immediately came forward to help. She had special information which she shared with the teacher. As a result of sharing that information, the item was recovered, and the matter was resolved. Jalen, way to go. Thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Nevaeh Johnson, a round of applause for Nevaeh Johnson, please. Nevaeh Johnson of Cape Coral is a fifth grade student at Dr. Carrie D. Robinson Littleton Elementary School. Principal is Principal Monica Roughton. The school resource officer is Deputy First Class Emily Bromowitz. If family and friends and principal teachers would come forward at this time, I will share Nevaeh's story. Dr. Carrie D. Robinson, Littleton Elementary School teacher Laura Reed wrote in the nomination letter that Nevaeh was in the school cafeteria after her morning arrival, ready to obtain her breakfast. She proceeded to the breakfast line, and then she observed a small little pre-K student calling for her teacher, and the student was really troubled, was upset. She knew the teachers and the adults were close by, but Nevaeh took the initiative to calm the little girl down with her soft voice, telling her, "I will help you get your breakfast, and I'll take you to your teacher." Once in the breakfast line, Nevaeh loaded the little girl's tray with appropriate items and started to exit the line, taking the little girl's tray to a table and to the teachers. She was met by our pre-K staff, who observed her act of kindness the entire time. That day, Nevaeh displayed a special act of kindness. This pre-K team member stood quietly in awe, feeling humble while watching an older student take a younger student under their wing and lend a helping hand. Thank you, Nevaeh, from our pre-K team, and the 3-year-old's parents, thank you too. They were delightful to hear how you helped their child in the cafeteria at breakfast. Keep up the great work and continue to make a positive difference in and out of school. And for that we say, Nevaeh, thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Leon Regis, a round of applause for Leon Regis, please. Leon Regis of Lehigh Acres is a 6th grade student at Lehigh Acres Middle School. His principal is Nikita Watson. His school resource officer is Deputy Megan Ocampo. If family and friends would come forward at this time, principal and teachers will share Leon's story. Lehigh Acres Middle School mathematics teacher Alan Doakson wrote that Leon is dependable, he's a trustworthy student. He also has a very caring heart. He helps other students in class on a regular basis. Leon also reaches out to help with senior citizens in the community. He makes regular visits to talk with them and to listen to their stories about their grandchildren. He also entertains them, and he does a type of show. And I hear, Leon, that you do various magic tricks. Can you make me disappear? Thank you very much. Leon, thank you for your caring and loving heart. Thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Rosalinda Ortega, a round of applause for Rosalinda Ortega, please. I don't think you're here. Rosalinda, we'll have to honor you at school. Sydney Prestia. Oh, very good. Hi, Sydney. Sydney Prestia of Lehigh Acres is an 8th grade student at Harns Marsh Middle School. Sydney's principal is Linda Mayer. Sydney's school resource officer is Deputy First Class Jonathan Norwood. If family and friends would come forward at this time, I will share Sydney's story. Harns Marsh Middle School teacher Laura Vollinger wrote that in April of this year, Sydney's mom, Donna, had left work early due to not feeling well. She went to the emergency room and they found nothing. His dad, Sydney's dad, Dan, called to check on them. Sydney was home with mom, but Sydney noticed that his mom was acting differently and could not get her to respond. Sydney's dad told him to get her mom flat on the floor and wait for the ambulance he was calling. Sydney moved the coffee table and got his mom on the floor. He continued talking to his mom, and he comforted her until the emergency personnel arrived. Sydney directed them to his mom. When they arrived, Sydney's mom had a stroke, and Sydney's ability to follow his dad's direction and remain calm helped save her life. What makes this even more incredible is Sydney is an individual with a disability. We're so proud that Sydney was able to do what was required for him to save his mom's life. His parents are proud beyond words. They push him to be the best he can be, but we're surprised and so glad he was able to handle this emergency with such maturity and with such knowledge. Sydney did the right thing and handled a life-threatening situation with so much strength, with so much grace, and so much maturity. And for that we say, Sydney, thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Pierce Fissler, a round of applause for Pierce Fissler, please. Pierce Pfister of Fort Myers is a 7th grade student at Three Oaks Middle School. His principal is Principal Mike Carson. His school resource officer is Corporal Iris Gonzalez Sullivan. If family and friends and principal would come forward at this time, I will share Pierce's story. Miss Lisa Kuhn, speech language pathologist of Lee County Schools, wrote that she observed Pierce displaying honesty and integrity in action. Pierce told the truth and sacrificed his opportunity to hang out with his friends and skip class. Pierce is currently a member of the Three Oaks Middle School cross-country team. As he was headed out to practice, he was told by another teacher that due to inclement weather, the practice was canceled. The teacher continued to say, Pierce, go ahead and go to the gym instead. But Pierce knew he was supposed to go back to class because he was given specific instructions by his teacher to do so. There may have been an opportunity to skip the class and spend time with his friends, but Pierce knew those were not the instructions he was given. Pierce knew that by pretending he did not know would probably get him into trouble and get him a referral, which is a school violation. More importantly, he would lose the trust of his teacher. Pierce did not want to do that. He knew that it was not the right thing to do, so Pierce thought for a moment and respectfully declined. Pierce then headed back to class, arrived there on time, even getting back to class before the bell rang. This blue heron displayed honesty, integrity, and respect for the school rules and others. Principal Mike Carson is very proud of Pierce, sister, and said that Pierce is an example for others to follow. Congratulations, Pierce. Thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Addie Wiles, a round of applause for Addie, please. Addie Wiles of North Fort Myers is a 7th grade student at North Fort Myers Academy for the Arts. Her principal is Dr. Thomas Millens. Her school resource officer is Corporal Chris Stevens. If family and friends and principal would come forward at this time, I will share Addie's story. Jennifer Holt wrote in the nomination letter that Addie saved her brother from harm by removing a bottle of medication from him before he ingested it. A family member had emptied their purse looking for something on the back porch of their home when the bottle of medication dropped to the floor, and they did not notice it on the floor. They didn't know it was missing. Addie's brother eventually found the medicine, found the bottle of medication, and was preparing to eat it. Addie, did he think it was candy or something? Probably, yeah. He was getting ready to eat it when Addie observed what was happening, and she immediately intervened. You know, Addie, you saved a life that day. You're a hero. Thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Georgiana Omino, a round of applause for Georgiana Omino, please. Georgiana Omino of Lehigh Acres is a freshman at Lehigh Senior High School. Georgiana's principal is Principal Jackie Corey. Her school resource officers are Corporal Ranju George and also Corporal Garfield Young. If family and friends principal, Assistant Principal Schlichter is here, and school resource officers would come forward, I will share Georgiana's story. Lehigh Senior High School teacher Chelsea Vanderberg wrote that Georgiana is passionate about making sure that students know they are not alone in their emotions. She recently came to me asking how we can get her cards that she made up around school to give kids information about where they can turn to if they feel they can't talk to someone about what they are experiencing. And I've got one of the cards here. Wow, it's amazing. It says on the front side, it says, step 1, you matter. And then you flip the card over. On the back of the card, there's several resources that a young person, even a person my age, could use if there's issues that we're dealing with that we need to address and we feel we can't talk to the people around us. She decided to make her cards and get them out to the school and the community. We sent this out an email to our teachers asking who would be willing to put these cards in their classroom. And we've had such a great response in teachers wanting these cards in their classrooms. She wants people to be more open about mental health and removing the stigma that is often associated with it. Georgiana is going to change the world. She just needs our help to facilitate the process. And I'm more than willing to help her in the journey. And I think all of us here are as well. Georgiana, thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Do you want to tell people a little bit more about the card? I know I'm putting you on the spot. What do you want to tell them? I have the card here. How can teachers get this card? How can police officers, even deputies of the Lee County Sheriff's Office, get this card? Because there's great resources here, United Way, Suicide Prevention Line, Drug Abuse Council, and others. How do we do it?
We have tons of them with us today, so if you'd like some, you can come to us, or you can go to Lehigh Senior High School, and I'd be more than happy to provide them.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you for what you're doing. This is fantastic. Wow. It's great to get these resources out. Thank you very much, Georgiana, for doing the right thing. Elias Harden, please. Elias Harden, a round of applause. Elias Harden of Lehigh Acres is a 10th grade student at Lehigh Senior High School. If family and friends, school resource officer, and assistant principal Schlichter would come forward at this time, I will share Elias's story. Lehigh Senior High School School Resource Officer Corporal Garfield Young wrote in the nomination letter, Elias has a friend who's on crutches. Elias has taken it upon himself to walk with his friend to class and to the cafeteria. Elias sees to it that his friend makes it to the front of the line by asking other students if it's okay to go in front of them, and also carries his friend's lunch to his table. Great job, Elias. You've set aside any selfishness in return to help and care for a friend in need. And for that, we say thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Thank you. Nicholas Lotto, a round of applause for Nicholas Lotto, please. Nicholas Lotto of Lehigh Acres is a 10th grade student at Lehigh Senior High School. If family and friends, assistant principal, and school resource officer would come forward at this time, I will share Nicholas's story. Lehigh Senior High School School Resource Officer Corporal Ranju George wrote in the nomination letter that Nicholas became concerned when a student from another school was contemplating suicide. He immediately reported this to me as his school resource officer. I was then able to take actions to contact the appropriate school. The troubled student was able to get help that they needed in their time of trouble. Because of Nicholas's quick thinking, a life was potentially saved. And for that we say, Nicholas, thank you for choosing to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Congratulations. Are we missing anyone? We missed a few students. Did they show up? Sarge? Pamela Riviere, did we see any other students? Well, we'll honor them at school. Finally today, the television air dates on the Lee County Government Channel Access Comcast 97 Lee TV is tentatively set to start Saturday, November 3rd at 8 p.m. It will air on Saturday evenings for about 4 or 5 weeks. Today's ceremony will also be rebroadcast on Lee Schools TV, Comcast Channel 99, and CenturyLink Cable 89, and that will re-air daily at 9 o'clock and 8 o'clock p.m. starting Monday, November 5th. We ask that the students would stay for a few moments to take a group photo. And as we conclude today, let's take to heart the inspiring stories that we've heard today, learn something from them, and let's always remember to choose to do the right thing. One final standing ovation for our students today. Thank you very much. Thank you, students.